EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the home of the Cardinals, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Denver Broncos and the Arizona Cardinals.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olson and Jason Myers has us set to get started. And off we go from Arizona. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
First snap, and Murray goes to the air. Oh, what an inauspicious start. It's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie second-rounder.
So you work all week on your opening script, Mike, and what happens? Well, that opening script is going to have to wait until your second possession. The defense comes out with a big stop early. They get the interception, and now it's the opposing team going out looking to take this early lead.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
On the run to the right. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And that is incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And third down coming up. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's over the middle to the tight end Ingram. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision making.
And he's into the end zone. What a start. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Denver. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Myers, good on the extra point. And the Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
Come on. Liking ain't ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets that to his big target, Trey McBride. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? From the shotgun, it's Murray. Flush to his right. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Michael Wilson that time. And it'll lead to a second down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
He's going to take a shot down the field. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
Yeah, I think he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
Hey.
Now Murray on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
This one, fielded. Now, he lost the football.
You know, it's so hard to say what goes wrong in these bad snaps, Mike. You know, sometimes it's mechanics, sometimes it's concentration, sometimes, frankly, it's just bad luck when things go sideways, but he puts a little bit too much juice on it, ends up out of the punter's reach, and now they're heading back to the sideline knowing they just put their defense in a really bad spot.
They go play action for Murray. Here's a short pass. That's Higgins, the tight end. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35.
Okay, ready?
And the Cardinals, first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll run the first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. From the gun, it's Murray. He'll look middle and finds McBride as tight end.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Murray going to hand this to Benson. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And in motion is Ingram. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, and here's Nix. That is caught, and it's Corey Franklin. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 13. First down, Broncos.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Get it! Hold on, second! Ready!
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 45. Keem Davis Gaither there to make the stop.
Brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4 is now 2nd and 6.
It is 2nd and 6. Straight ahead goes Harvey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
And that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
On first down, Murray. Forced out wide. He's going to go up top here for McBride. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. So that'll move them back half the distance, and they'll try it again. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 20. A gain of 18 for number 18. And a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
36-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll go down. They drop him for the sack on the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter starts. Cardinals in possession of the football. And they are facing a second and long.
Get ready to spin, get ready to spin.
Out of the gun, it's Murray. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 3. And back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Third and 2. Here we go. Working from the shotgun. It's Murray. Taking off. He'll try to get there.
You've got to keep all your options on the table on third down, and that's exactly what this quarterback did. He's looking to throw it. Nothing there. He pulls it down himself, and he's able to convert for the first down.
On first and 10, Murray. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
Here's a screen set up for Benson. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Murray from the gun on third down. Moving to his right. He'll try to run for it.
That's a really good effort on third down, just trying to make something happen. He did well to get what he got, but it's not enough for a first.
And he pulled it left. No good. And they are not able to draw closer.
Well, no excuses here, Mike. This is pretty clear. He just flat out pulled it and winds up missing it wide left.
Play action now. It's next. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. They send Sutton in motion. From the gun, that is a run with Harvey. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
In the middle, and he's got his man complete. Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
That's good for a Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 48.
Slot man gonna move in motion left. Draw play here for Harvey. Open space to the 35. And he's going to be taken down. That's a gain of 60, and this offense is humming. A first down.
First down. A gain of 16 yards.
We'll go play action with Nix. Flush to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
They do a really nice job of taking everything away initially, but you have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that ball.
Exiting the pocket right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Second down. Nix. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Arizona will take its first time out. Clock will stop. Talk things over before third down. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And he'll take this one in. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Broncos. Myers. Good on the extra point. Broncos extend their advantage to 14-3. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. Good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
This is 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Murray. This one down the field, but wind up incomplete. Here's Jake Bailey now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to hit another good one. And it'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. And in motion is Ingram.
Hey, Sean, let's go!
A first down throw for Nix. That's caught left side by Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. Rolling right. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down. Now timeout charge to Arizona. That is their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. Murray now to throw on 1st down. Moving outside the pocket, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
So anytime the quarterback leaves the pocket, immediately all the receivers, Mike, have to go scramble drill. Continue to work open, separate, give your quarterback somewhere to go with the ball, but give credit to the defense. They plaster on all the eligible receivers, and he has to just throw this one away.
Now Murray to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. Good work as the defender bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. 17 yards on that play. It's an Arizona first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go. They'll look to throw again. That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Here's first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Again, it's Murray. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. Murray's going to throw again. They'll try to hit him with a screen.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
And on that third down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up fourth down.
Spencer Schrader comes on to try the field goal. This one from 52 yards away. Schrader's kick is good. And the Cardinals cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. From the 35, it's first and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Out to his right, looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Try again. It's second and 10.
Hold on a sec. Ready.
Back to throw is Nix. That one incomplete. Good job. It's look there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Next, from the gun, on third down. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Josh Sweat, he's in there to drop him. And it leads to fourth down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And a solid run back there. They'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down. Now a toss, left side, it's Williams. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Broncos.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Broncos.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. He'll take a shot with Mims. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. That's the safety, Buda Baker. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Start out with a run, and it's Benson. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Second down, Murray. Forced to his right. Now he's just going to flip this forward. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Really nice job here by the defense staying disciplined as the quarterback gets flushed from the pocket. I mean, how often do we see those guys kind of creep in and allow the ball thrown over their head? They took away everything downfield, and all the quarterback could do was dump this one off short to his back, and there wasn't much there.
And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. He's inside the 30. And he will score. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Denver. Now the point after try from Myers. He's got it. And the Broncos extend it to a 21-6 advantage. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Here's Nixon on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. He kept waiting for that cutback lane to develop and never did. He's tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
Murray now on 2nd down. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Let's go. Panther 60.
Throwing now from the gun. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Bronco 80. Bronco 80.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are under.
Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Schrader's kick is good. And the Cardinals are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
Their own 41-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he is planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that one.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. Still on his feet. And he will go all the way. Portland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Myers. Good on the extra point. Broncos will extend this third quarter lead. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Ready, steady.
And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Nick Benito there for the tackle.
A gain of a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. He'll bring up 3rd down.
33-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run here with Benson. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They get an even 20 on that one. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
Get it.
1st and 10 at the 47.
Now, faking the give. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And the Broncos are going to get the ball to start the 2nd quarter as time expires here in the 1st. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll go play action with Nix. On the run to the right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. To throw is Nix. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Back left side, that's the tight end, McBride. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Cardinals.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. They'll look to throw. The second down throw is incomplete.
We see this time and time again in the NFL, Mike. You want to play quarterback at this level, you better figure out a way to be able to bounce back following a bad throw, a bad series, a bad game. And in this case, he's got to bounce back from a pick on the last drive, and he's got to find himself some easy completions and settle himself back into this one.
And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
5 yards on the play.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup of 5. From 29, here's second and 4. A give, here's Benson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's an Arizona first down.
First down.
Come on,
First
come
and
on.
10 at the 19-yard line.
The RPO, that one is complete. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
4 yards.
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
Ready?
Here's a run. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10. From a little further back, here's second and goal.
Ready?
Now they'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Ready? Ready?
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Brian McBride. Touchdown, Arizona. It's his third touchdown catch this year. No problem there on the extra point. And the Cardinals are able to cut into the deficit.
16. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey, and that'll be a pickup of 3. From 31, here's second and 6. And in motion is Ingram. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. A run once more, that's Harvey. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Look, Mike, I realize most people, if they saw a lineman of his size waiting for him, they would just run the other way. But it's his job to try to find a way around the big fella and get what he can. Running backwards only turns a small setback into a much bigger one.
He will air this out, looking for Sutton. This one's just too far for the receiver. Out front of him, that one falls incomplete. And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. To return, it's Nixon. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll work this out wide to Benson. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here we go. Shot. Panther 60. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
He'll look to throw. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. They're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll come up here. First and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that ball intercepted. Asante Samuel Jr., just like his daddy did. And a good return here as he is out of bounds up at the 45.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that gets him a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Denver.
Ready.
On the give, this is Harvey. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. Play action now. It's next. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They bring the tight end in motion.
22 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10. Handoff now for Harvey. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. Going to leave the offense out there for fourth and long.
Ready.
On fourth down, here's Nix. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag down. It's fourth down, so this is a very big call. So it is a win for the visiting